Alright guys, this is day 49. I post every single day until I become a software engineer. Sorry about the last vid. There was like some flickering. I don't know why that was going on. When I look at the video on my PC, I did not have the flicker, so I don't know what happened there, but whatever, we'll keep moving on. And thank God for my first 1,000 viewed video. That's very cool, but it's not of most importance. But yeah, let's get on to day 49.
The internet, or computer networks in general, are similar to a city full of houses. Each house has an absolute location of latitude, longitude coordinate, and a label that makes it easier to find that location. No one wants to memorize 37.06 or negative 113.40, so instead we use a human-friendly address, like 356 Huckleberry Drive, and say that address maps to that latitude, longitude coordinate. Computers work the same way. An IP address is the computer-friendly address of a machine on a network, like the internet. For example, 198.35.26.96. When you visit a website, you're really just making a request to a computer, called a server, that's configured to serve web pages. But it's inconvenient to tell your friend, hey, I found this cool site, go to 132.148.74.10. That's where domain names and DNS, the domain name system, come into play. DNS is like Google Maps in our house example. It takes a human-friendly address, like wikipedia.org, and tells your computer the actual IP address it needs to talk to get to that human-friendly address. And that human-friendly address, wikipedia.org, it's called a domain name. Domain names are for humans, so we don't have to memorize the IP addresses of all the servers we want to contact. It's also worth mentioning that 132.148.74.10 is an IPv4 address, Internet Protocol version 4. But IPv6, or Internet Protocol version 6, is also very commonly used now. And those addresses are practically impossible to remember. I mean, look at this thing.
Very cool. Pretty much already know this stuff. This output is kind of hard to, oh, not sure what's going on here. Unmarshal response. I think this is the byte string, but I'm not entirely sure. I have to merge something into something. So responses coming in. This is the data that contains the IP address. Oh, there's a read all here. What does read all return again? Not at least, I mean, read all. Turns a byte slice. I think that's what we need, actually. Question is, what do we read it into? Yeah, I guess we can just read into its own slice. I don't know what to name it, so I guess let's name it something of food, I guess. To slice. Hey, we're trying to get the. Oh, you know what we actually need? We need a map. I think we need a map, right? Because we have this entire string of the IO that's red. To map the string to NE. I think that's how you create a map, right? Then I think we just put this in there. Update to get IP address from to return just the first IP address found within, if it exists. As when you first figure out what this thing is returning, right? Now, foo will have everything. I don't know what this is going to return, but I guess we'll see. God, it's taking a long time. Use nil string value in return statements. Okay, I guess I have to return empty string. I think we should put something like this here, right? So I can see what's going on. It failed, but it didn't print out anything. Does that mean there's nothing in the map? I don't know. That could be the case. Signal killed. I don't know how this is a problem. Maybe printing out food is actually a problem here. I can't even run code now. That's great. It's not a good sign. Okay, what I need to do, I want to see if this is actually working. But if the code isn't running, that's not helpful. I mean, I can loop through. Range of food. The value. And print everything. I don't know what's going on here. Why is the signal being killed? Is it really this code that's breaking it? I don't know how this is a problem. Apparently it's breaking it. Huh. And marshal the response. Let's just go back to the older lessons and see. Yeah, this is what I'm trying to do here. Oh, it is an array, so I would need to do something like, I need to do like a nested array. And then we could do this whole printing thing. Nested loop, I mean, it's not. I think it's a nested array or some shit. Okay, but what are the unmarshalling is going wrong here? This is how I've always done it. Your marshal after you read all. I have no idea why it's just hanging like this. Hey, I don't know why this is happening. Undefined JSON. Okay, well, that might be a problem. Okay, now it worked. But it's still not printing anything out. I can't see anything. This is so annoying. Is there nothing in food? Whatever. I have other things to do. I have an exam tomorrow. I can't be doing this too long. Maybe it's hitting an error right here, but like I think when I see that, is that the point of the error F? I know exactly how it works, but oh, I guess one could do that. Yeah, that's probably the correct. That's probably why they left this here. So how am I? And the answer is another struct. This is a slice of answers. Do I have to like import this, or is it just already here? Okay, so now we'll have marshaling it into this struct format. If food dot answer, I'm guessing food dot answer, then we need to return food dot answer as a slice. According to its zero index will be the first one. than its data. Otherwise, return empty string. I think you do something like TOK, right? I think that's how it works. I can't remember the syntax for this. I think Ready is a great source of information. That's what I'm looking for. It says if it's a function, so I'm not sure if it's actually going to work in this case. This does not return an error, right? This is just a thing. I guess we just write some random error, right? I think we can. Yes, it's called random error. Non-Boolean condition in if statement. I'm checking if it exists. I guess that doesn't work. I guess you can do that in Python, but not here. Greater than 0. Yeah, that worked. There's probably a better way to do this, but I probably could have removed this slash return statement. So it's interesting that I guess this has to do with how the Go packaging works. That, you know, everything that's in the packages is accessible. Unlike in Java where you have to import or something, or Python. I'm not sure that's that glad that works, but from what I remember. Okay, so yeah, I can't just read everything into a random map or something. Sometimes I need to read into a struct, but yeah, it was definitely something useful. Thank you guys for watching. I will see you all in the next video.